Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. I'm Creek Ennis, joined here by CJ Odom. We have a game between the San Marcos Rattlers and the Medina Valley Panthers.
Breakaway to start.
Braxton Young lost his dribble at the very end. Out to Young. He's the three-point shooter as he makes that one. Yeah, I've been able to watch Braxton Young play a lot. He's a good shooter. He's great at making steals, and he can score at every level.
So Rattlers in Medina Valley, this is the final game of the Rattler Holiday Classic. It has been an absolute treat, Creek, to listen to you and see our students produce and direct and get all these games. 15 games brought to you live on the Rattler Up Network over the course of the last 3 days. And this is that final game as the Panthers take on the Rattlers. It's been a fun 3 days, Creek.
Yeah, definitely been fun. It's going to be a tearful ending as I'm going to have to retire for the time being. As it'll be Medina Valley bringing it up. That's Jordan Robles. Kristavian Dew sizing him up.
And this is a rematch of sorts we talked about a little bit in yesterday's broadcast, right? Back on November 15th, the Rattlers went out to Castroville to take on Medina Valley at their home turf. The Rattlers lost that one 54-51. It was a close game, 3-point game only, so a chance to get a rematch here and another look at the Panthers here on the home court at the Snake Pit.
Yeah, that's Braylon Roberts there with the layup. Yeah, like you were saying, they've already played. And these teams, definitely something they both have so much in common, so similar, even in this tournament.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, both of these teams have a loss to Hutto and Hendrickson, and both of these teams have wins to Cal Allen. The only difference between these two is that the San Marcos beat Brazos Wood 54-50, and Medina Valley lost to Brazos Wood 50-47.
Yeah, it's a 3-point swing and a 4-point swing. So this is as evenly matched two teams as you're going to see. You had a 3-point game back in November on Medina Valley's court. And so, again, it's a really great test. And it's been a great test through 5 games, right? All these teams, there's 6 teams here that got to be a part of this Rattler Holiday Classic. And it's a chance for them to kind of tool up, see what they've got. And I think that the Rattlers have done a great job of seeing that. We've had some names emerge that on the stat sheet weren't having the first part of the season you'd think they'd want, but then at this tournament they've blown up, right? And we've seen some 3-point shooting that's been exciting. We've seen some rebounding that's been exciting from some players on a little deeper on the roster, and some great things happening for the Rattlers.
Yeah, the biggest example is that Elijah Valenzuela, absolute on fire yesterday from 3-point land. See if he can continue that today. There's Jordan taking up for the Rattlers. That's Cam Bundage, super physical, takes the deep 3. Hit nothing. Jordan Bernal with a pass to Peter.
Good cross-court pass. Look at the ball movement by the Rattlers.
And these are good. A lot of skip passes what we've seen so far. Jordan Bernal leading the San Marcos Rattlers team.
Bundage liked his lane, found his way in. Look at that.
Yeah, Jelly just too much on it. Corner 3 from Braxton Young, and like I said, 3-point shooter there in Young.
Well, if there's a name that we've called more than any other in this tournament, it's Braxton Young. And that's a guy that you got to know the Rattlers have got to get somebody keyed down on, because when he's left alone, he's almost automatic. At least he has been for the last 3 days.
Yeah, we've been hearing Braxton Young so much. Just seeing him, the name just comes to mind so easily. Cam Bundage swinging it to Bernal.
You know, early trouble here for the Rattlers, down 8-0, but it's that first shot that'll kind of break the bank and get you going here, get that momentum going. That's what they're looking for in these possessions.
And it's going to stay Rattler ball. Last touch by Medina Valley. Yeah, still haven't got one to fall yet for San Marcos.
But you like the patience. They're not rushing. They're not worried. You don't fall into a big problem. Just 3 minutes into the game, you get back. You set your offense up. Again, they've been moving the ball very, very well. Just haven't been able to finish. And so they'll find their way in. They'll get started and get it going here soon.
Yeah, you haven't seen a press yet as Cam Bundage gets fouled.
And that's something we talked about. We've seen Bundage kind of develop over the course of these 3 days, right? Early in the games, those first couple of Thursday games, not really as aggressive in the lane. And you see there right at the very beginning here, first part of the game, he's going right to the drive, down into the paint, and he draws the foul, and he'll get a chance to shoot free throws.
Yeah, he's doing great at using his physicality to draw fouls and create space down low. Makes the first one, making the Rattlers' first points of the night. Or of the day, I should say it.
Yeah, only game today. They have 2 games Thursday, 2 games Friday. Everybody comes back on Saturday for a single game and then heads on back. So it's been a lot of basketball here in the Snake Pit.
Rebound, Dew. Dew rocking the new number 14.
Medina Valley, same thing. Trying to find their way into the lane. Thinks he finds an option. No one to kick out to. Defense doing a great job of colliding away from each other on that one.
Yeah, that one's lost by Roberts. It'll be San Marcos ball. Roberts, that big man for the Medina Valley Panthers, super physical basketball player. He will get in the paint and he will hurt you if you don't contain him.
All right, Rattlers looking to convert that ball moving into a basket here.
Yeah, you've been seeing them do more plays with Elijah now in the starting lineup.
Found somebody down low. Didn't have it, so kicked it back across. Oh, floated that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, floated that one, stolen.
That was one of those tough plays where the lane was there, but only for a half a second, but unfortunately was right there when you're making that decision to throw it, and unfortunately threw it into traffic. And it'll be Panther ball.
That was number 1, Antonio Page there, the junior guard.
No, Rattler ball. We did think it was going out of the Panthers. My bad.
Oh, okay. Jordan Bernal handling it. Cam Blendage thought about the shot, swings it. Elijah the 3. That one's off front iron. Jeremiah, nice rebound. The hook shot is up and in. Over Roberts. A great job by Jeremiah to create space and get it up and over Roberts.
Medina Valley takes it right back to the paint, though, and has an answer for
That's
it.
Antonio Page right there, taking it straight to the paint.
Well, we've talked in previous broadcasts, right? The Rattlers have had the full extreme of experiences. They've played from behind. They've played with the lead. They've been in a tight one down to the wire. And so they're ready to go regardless of how this game may play itself out.
As Jeremiah misses that one. Going the other way. Handing the ball is number 1, Antonio Page. Jordan Robles handing it.
Sets a screen at the top, doesn't take the shot.
He wanted that shot, decided not to. And defense is called for a foul. And that's number 22, Peter Aguilar.
Peter Aguilar, the 6'2" senior forward. He's another name we've called quite a bit this game. He's had this tournament. He's had a great tournament.
It'll be Antonio Page at the line to shoot 2 shots. First one's up and in.
All right, a couple of substitutions here for the Rattlers.
Yeah, in comes number 5 there, Titan Creighton, the leading scorer for the San Marcos team.
Yeah, Titan, another kid that's had a great tournament. He came in to yesterday's play with 65 points on the season, 9.3 a game. He's a 6'4" freshman forward, and so we're excited to see what he's been doing already his freshman year this year, and knowing that he's got 3 years to grow. So it's going to be exciting to watch number 5 develop as the season continues and as the next few seasons continue for Rattlers here in the Snake Pit.
Peter Aguilar doing a good drive. Passes open corner, lost it. Into Bernal. That's into Cameron Bundage. Now Bernal. That's an open 3 for Tim Cooper. Just off.
And we're getting some good looks here on the offensive side. They're not falling yet, so
definitely
nothing to worry about
looks.
because the offense is looking good. Just looking to get that final piece of each possession.
Robles to Young, that elevator play that they love so much. Gets him open for the layup.
Yeah, up and down.
Rattlers find themselves down 11 early in this game. Bundage directing traffic. Gives Bernal the ball. Bernal shoots a 3 of his own. That one doesn't go. Peter gets it. Open floater goes.
There it is. Way to be there on the offensive glass. Peter Aguilar picks up the rebound. He came in with 47 rebounds into yesterday's play, leading the team, adds to the total here at the start of this game.
Yeah, Peter Aguilar just being in the right place at the right time as Braxton Young takes behind the back 3. That one's off iron. Gets tangled. A good move from Roberts. Too hard off the glass. Bernal, that's Tim Cooper the rebound.
That's 2 back-to-back great stops by the Rattlers, and that's exactly what you need when you find yourself down early.
Money to turn around. Jumper
And that's a way
good.
to finish it.
San Marcos back-to-back scores. Looking to turn this one around as Jordan Robles brings it up for the Panthers. Braxton Young now taking the screen from Roberts. He takes the floater and he drains it.
Yeah, 2 Rattlers on him, and he still manages to make it fall. That's a tough shot. He made it happen.
Yeah, Braxton Young has proved time and time again that he can hit these tough shots. Cam Bundage on the Rattlers logo. Directing flow, nothing going. Using that clock.
Rattlers spread wide all across the court, no one in the paint. Now we get 1 drive in.
They're playing from about the volleyball line to create some separation.
And they've spread that defense out.
That's
and that allowed
exactly
a lane
why.
penetration and the kick.
Titan gets the foul.
Well developed, great patience by the Rattlers. Again, they stayed spread out wide, were waiting for something. They didn't force it. They waited for it to happen. When they finally saw their opening, they kick out to Creighton. Resulted in a foul, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, they're just bringing that offense so spread out that the defense has to spread out with them, and it opens these lanes for those passes just like that as Creighton makes his first.
A couple of substitutions in for both teams. For the Rattlers, Andre Solomon comes into the game.
As well as Havard Johnson, another freshman. Like you're saying, it's great to have people with 3 more years left under their belt to grow. And it's rebounded by Medina Valley.
Yeah, it's experience is what you need. You need playing time. That's the only way you're going to grow, right? And that's what a 5-game tournament is able to do for a team like the Rattlers.
Foul called there on Tim Cooper, a senior guard. It's going to send Jordan Robles to the line for 2 shots.
And we talk about tournament play, but, the same thing is going to come up again. They'll have a chance in the I-35 shootout is where the Rattlers will be headed next weekend. They'll get 3 games across 2 days as they get to test themselves against Harlandale, Figueroa, and Crystal City. And so it's that tournament bracket, type of part of the season that they know is a growth part.
Just trying to grow for that district play coming up.
All right, final seconds here.
And unfortunately, we saw our fair share of buzzer beaters. That one's not going to happen. Deep 3. Off the mark, all backboard. And that'll bring us to the end of 1. Our score, 18 Medina Valley, 8 San Marcos Rattlers. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. We have an exciting second quarter underway. Rattlers find themselves down 10. And if you're Coach Dan Miller in this situation, what do you want to do to attack this second quarter to close this lead before half?
Well, there's a mental part first, right? You want to make sure the kids don't get down, right? And I think that the earlier games in the tournament have helped that. Hey, guys, we've been down before. It's no big deal. We came back. We won against Brazoswood, right? First game of the tournament. Came back and won at 54-50. They didn't get their first lead till 4 minutes left in the game, right? And so there's that mental piece. Then physically, I think for them also reminding them that the shots aren't falling yet. They will. It's very rare that a basketball team of this talent goes cold for 4 quarters. We were a little cold in the first quarter, but the ball movement was there. The offense was running correctly.
The shots were there.
Yeah.
They're going to begin to fall more as this game goes on.
So it really becomes, despite being down 10-1, you don't make a lot of changes and you trust what the coaches have drawn up here.
And you think they've shifted their focus a little bit more towards Braxton Young as well.
Yeah, he's showing, as he's seen in other games, he's been an MVP caliber of this Holiday Classic across all 6 teams. And so you do have to have somebody say, hey, we've got to keep an eye on that kid. He cannot be allowed to be open.
Absolutely. As Roberts, they like to do these motions across the perimeter. And a wide open drive.
Oh, he just found his way in, yeah.
That's number 1, Antonio Page with the basket.
Antonio Page, a 6'3" junior. He showed some great athleticism going right into the lane. Little different look for the Panthers on offense than what we saw in the first quarter.
Bernal using it for the Rattlers. Finds his guy in the corner. Elijah with a 3. Another miss. That's Robles. Good move by Robles results in an easy 2.
Yeah, finds again. That's 2 possessions now where they just went right into the lane. You saw in the first quarter, Medina Valley was patiently passing the ball around, and you see this gear shift here, right? They're going right at it. They're not setting up. They're just going right into the lane. Rattlers going to have to make that adjustment.
Absolutely. Peter Aguilar loses it in the paint, going the other way. That's Kristavian Dew. And Robles down to Page. Page, wide open drive. Hard off the bottom side of iron. And it'll be off of Roberts. San Marcos ball. Substitutions being made by both teams.
All right, Rattlers again, no panic here. Just run the set. Although it does look like something, another wrinkle here as the Panthers are bringing guys up into the backcourt to push their press now.
Yeah, now they've implemented that press. San Marcos, a lot of adversity within this tournament.
Well, they broke through perfectly and allowed a lane drive there.
But Cam Bundage
Stayed with it. You got to love seeing that. He takes the ball right to the hoop, misses, gets his own board, puts it back up, draws the foul. That's exactly the kind of action you want to see on the offensive end.
Yeah, it's a good job just staying with it, putting yourself in the right position to take that foul there as Cam Bundage will head to the line for 2 shots.
See Jeremiah Josiah in there, and as well as Peter Aguilar on the line to help.
First one's good from Bundage.
With Josiah in the game now, we know that that's going to switch things up on defense. He leads the team going away in blocks, right? And so we know that's a big presence down low. If the Panthers do decide they want to try to get into the paint a little bit more often, they're going to have to go through the 6'5" junior Jeremiah Josiah.
Yeah, and we saw he got about half that block number yesterday alone.
He was on fire yesterday, not swatting balls out of everywhere.
Here comes Page working on Aguilar.
You see this, they've gone back to their kind of more selective offense. They go into the lane, they kick out now.
That's Dew. Out to Robles. Into their big man Roberts. We're just talking about blocks. Great defense there, but an easy putback for Page.
But you see there, he didn't get the block, but he did force a bad shot. It went over the end. Now, unfortunately, with the offensive rebound, the putback was good, but Josiah does his job there to keep that from happening on the first shot.
Yeah, that was good by Josiah. A nice pass inside to Jeremiah.
Oh, my goodness.
Just missed it too far.
And that's one of those frustrating things where the offense ran correctly there. The pass was good. The look was good. The shot was good. Just didn't get the fall there.
Robles working with Braxton Young. Gets the screen from Roberts. Another floater. That one's off of the
heaved up.
He gets his own rebound, and Robles' 3 gets drained from deep.
The hustle on the offensive glass was the decider there. So timeout, Dan Miller.
Yeah, the Rattlers find themselves down 18 so early in this game. Our score, Medina Valley 27, San Marcos 9. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to the Rattler Up Network. We still have 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in this second period. From what you've seen with Medina Valley went on another run here to just extend this lead farther. You were talking about not changing anything, but now with the game and how it is, do you think you start to change something?
Well, I don't think, again, this is one of those where I'm sure Coach Miller has several strategies ahead of himself, and it's also where it's different in this isn't a district game, right? So you have things that you came into this game deciding that you wanted to try, you wanted to attempt, you wanted to learn, and so you don't want to move away from that. But at the same time, obviously, you've seen now a quarter and a half of basketball. You've seen what the Panthers are offering, what the Rattlers are doing and not doing well, and you're going to make those adjustments, of course.
Marcus turns the ball over there. It's going to be Medina Valley ball.
There seems to be kind of an energy level thing. Medina Valley definitely having the energy level, and it's got to be tough, right? This is game 5 in 3 days for both teams.
It's got to be the third day of tournament. The team's energy levels have got to be down, and it's going to be who has the most energy left in the tank.
But that'll be a great conditioning piece moving forward, because even when we get to district play, as the shot is up and almost in, rebounded. Unfortunately, offensive rebound there. As you move into district play, you get to your Tuesday, Friday schedules, but the stress of district, those could be just as bad, those 2 games in a week, as these 5 are, right?
There's Roberts in the paint, and a charge is taken by Cam Bundage.
Man, Bundage has been more than able and willing to put his body on the line this tournament. It's been great to see. He draws the charge, and he gets the ball back for the Rattlers.
Refs cleaning up that spot on the floor. It'll be Peter Aguilar to toss it in for the Rattlers.
Medina Valley looks ready to at least a soft press with 2 men up.
See, the Rattlers have Jordan Bernal there in the middle.
Still making some adjustments here before they get play going under again.
And here's Peter. Cam Bundage over the middle. It's going to be a foul picked up by Antonio Page with the reach around on Cam's arm. Petey Aguilar to pass the ball in once again. Back to Bundage.
All right, so this again where you reset, just reset. You got one. It starts with 1 basket. Unfortunately,
it's a
miscommunication there.
Turnover by Bundage results in Robles down to Page. Robles working on Bundage up top. Bundage been a premier defender for the Rattlers. Havard worked by Dew, and that's going to be a foul on Havard. Grabbed his arm. And that's going to send Christavian Dew to the line for 2 shots.
6'3" junior forward for the Panthers. Made a jersey switch that threw us off a little bit for a previous game, right?
As he makes his first one. Dew makes the second one. Titan a floating pass to Ernie. That's down there to Andre.
Oh, the ball got thrown down the line there.
Elijah, that's going to be off of Medina Valley. San Marcos ball.
So they'll get another chance here. Three men up for the Panthers. Again, putting the pressure on the Rattlers, although they get it across now. And then they have numbers. Floater is good. That is a great way to beat a press anytime here.
Yeah, it's a great floater there just to get where he needed to be. There goes Page. Pass out of the shot. Goes back to Page. On Titan. Titan, good defense, but still finds a way to make it go in.
Yeah, he got some separation there that was key in being able to get that shot off. Defense was right on top of him the whole time, but he was able to get that separation he needed.
Andre and Ernie working the backcourt.
And they get through.
Andre to Elijah.
Ernie for three.
Ernie, deep three. We know he can make them. That one doesn't go, and that's Roberts with the rebound. Attacking quickly on Andre. A good spin and an
Goodness
one
gracious.
call for Roberts.
Roberts just had his mind made up from the moment he caught that pass that he was taking it to the hoop.
Yeah, he knew he was going coast to coast on that one.
And the Rattler defense has been doing.
Roberts missed that free throw.
He's been doing a good job, but like I said, the Panthers have been making a lot of switches to style.
Yeah,
and those adjustments have been tough to figure out.
Yeah, it seems like a whole new Medina Valley team from what I've seen earlier in the tournament. Elijah Valenzuela. That's Ernie. Cooper to Andre. Andre using Titan screen. Goes
Then he
into
floats
Titan,
back down.
And an easy basket.
There you go.
For Titan Creighton.
That's something that has been there. That's been going on. We just haven't been able to finish, but Titan does a great job there, finding his way. He sets the pick at the top of the key, releases, gets the pass, ball in the hoop. Rattlers could do more of that than get back in this game.
Yeah, it's a nice pick and roll play. We've attempted to do in the past, either the pass just been tipped or just the finish isn't there.
Right.
As Young goes down to Roberts. Roberts muscling on Titan, gets his own rebound.
Roberts has been a lot more aggressive underneath tonight than in other games we've seen as that ball gets away.
That's going to be Ernie losing it. Braxton Young, his mid-range shot is good.
Yeah, the press has been the continuing story of this tournament for the Rattlers.
That's going to be a kicked ball violation on Braxton Young.
And you've seen the Rattlers either have it's one of two things, either not being able to get through the press or they get through the press, but then they can't get their offense set up. And so definitely that becomes a net positive in a weird way in tournament play because, okay, good lesson to learn. We've learned it. Now before district, let's make sure that we can get through the press.
And now let's learn. We learn from our lesson as the steal there for the slam on Roberts. And they're going to get him for a travel. That will not count.
So it was pretty, but no points go on the board.
Looked pretty. Doesn't count.
And you just know there's a coach over there saying, just go lay out the ball.
Yeah.
Just get the 2 points. That's hard, right? When you've got the wide open, nobody down. Obviously, if you got the ability to dunk, you know you're going up to dunk, right?
If you have the ability to dunk, that's got to be everyone's dream, that wide open lane to the basket.
Yeah.
As Roberts knocks the ball away there. Wanted another dunk opportunity, but went out of bounds. Into Cooper. Screen from Titan opens up that three ball. That one just off. Rebound
off a couple of Rattler hands there off the glass, unfortunately.
Baseline drive by Robles. Out to Page. Swung to their guy, Braxton Young. Screen from Roberts. It's going to be a foul block on the Rattlers. Will stay Medina Valley ball.
Inbound here for Medina Valley, looking to extend their lead.
Antonio Page to pass it in. That's Robles with it.
30 seconds left. Looking to see if they're going to get a drive here. And they get to the lane. They find the kick out. And again, it's Braylon Roberts.
Under the basket, draws the foul. And I was watching one of our screens. I thought it was a replay because it looked exactly like their last possession. That baseline drive and throw that got a foul called and now another foul called, but this one a shot. So it'll send Roberts to the line.
They've definitely hit upon something, right? Getting Braylon Roberts, he's been, like we mentioned, we've watched 5 games of these Panthers, and he's as aggressive today in the 5th game as he's been in any of the other 4, when you would think wouldn't be happening with the energy level being what it may be.
Yeah.
But Braylon Roberts has brought that energy, and he's just crashing both the rebounds and just getting open.
He has Andre bringing up for the Rattlers. Ernie a good move, trying to get it past half court. They do with Andre. And an open corner pass, Tim Cooper baseline drive. Low pass to Titan.
10 seconds left.
Andre, a good move. Left it short. Going to be 6 seconds coming the other way with Robles. Robles a step back on Ernie. That one's short, and that'll bring us to the end of our first half. Score 38 Medina Valley, 13 San Marcos. Keep it here on the San Marcos Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network, and we will start coming back from this first half broadcast with something a little special, as we have sent our very own Mr. Odom to go down to the court and and get to see our wonderful camera people who have been doing a great job all game. There we have Macy doing a great job. There's our main cam. Everyone's doing an absolutely amazing job today. That's Mason doing the main cam. He's been here for almost the entire tournament. And here, right here in our booth, we have Liliana, our technical director, and we have Merritt, as always, our producer, running everything behind the show, making everything possible for us. And I do have a little spoiler for y'all. We are going to get a Merritt cam today. It will be coming out as we start to see this second half to begin for the Rattlers. Find themselves down 25. And here it is. Here's our Merritt cam. Trying to hide from the camera. Won't work. There she is. I'll get out of the frame. Real close up. I'm still here. I'm doing my best. Been here all day in our final game. It's so sad that we have to leave it finally. But it's been amazing for us, and this second half will be underway with Jordan Bernal passing it in for the Rattlers.
All right, working the camera is hard, Creek. Y'all didn't tell me how hard that was.
You didn't know how hard that was?
Give it up even more to our camera operators this weekend. That was difficult.
Yeah, I saw you having some trouble out there.
I'm glad my job is just to talk, because I can't do anything else with that y'all are doing.
We have the
It's
easiest
amazing.
job of just talking. Peter to Bernal in the corner. Loses his dribble. That's Cam Bundage working with Jeremiah on the baseline. Cam pulls up. Air mills that one. It'll be Medina Valley ball.
Yeah, tough first half, obviously, for the Rattlers. Didn't go the way it was expected, but you know, you've still got a second half to play, and again, not being a district game, this is a game that we want to try and get the W, right, obviously, but we also are realistic about where our position is with just 16 minutes of basketball to be played, now down to 15, and you also are saying, okay, well, what can we learn here? What can we develop? This is an opportunity to get game time action on the court against a real opponent, and so you're going to see a lot of learning opportunities here for the Rattlers in these final two quarters.
Yeah, absolutely. A foul there by Cameron. Sets up Medina Valley. That's Christavian Dew working on Aguilar. There's Braxton Young.
You said there, as usual, Jordan Bernal had that hand up. I mean, we talked in several other games. You better have an absolutely open lane before you put a pass out, or you're going to get a Rattler arm in it. That defense has done a great job with that.
Yeah, the Rattlers did an amazing job of that. Right there, closing on that baseline. They leave an open mid-range for Braxton Young, and he hits it.
He was bothered by the initial throw, got it back, put the shot up, and it was good.
Yep, and there's Jeremiah down low. Going to work on Roberts. Finds Peter, and that's going to be a foul on Christavian Dew.
Yeah, Dew came down right on top there of Peter Aguilar.
It'll remain Rattler ball with Jordan Bernal passing it in. Nothing going, finds Titan. They have Titan on a mismatch down low. See if they try to get to that. Couldn't find it. Jeremiah, a nice move to the basket for the easy two-pointer.
And that's exactly what we need to see, that aggression that we talked about it. Cameron Bundage has had that across especially the last 3 games of the tournament, that aggressiveness. Seeing a little bit more of that from more of these Rattlers in white is going to be a huge piece moving forward. Not just in this game, but as the season progresses.
Robles up top, guarded by Bundage. Page working on Aguilar. Open Dew in the corner. That one's short. Rebound. Friendly fire there on the Panthers will result in Rattler ball. Jordan Bernal bringing it up for the Rattlers.
All right, couple of good starts here. Couple of good possessions for the Rattlers. That's something to build on.
Absolutely. Peter going to work down low. gets fouled.
There it is. Once again, that's not something we haven't seen Peter go to the hoop that hard, and that's paying off. You make it or you get fouled 9 times out of 10, right? We know that the defenses aren't expecting that from us, right? Because we haven't been doing that.
Peter Aguilar now at the line, the senior forward, 6'2", and as we know, he plans on going to Texas State. And as always, a shout out to Peter's mom.
Another person who wanted to shout out their mom, Jordan Bernal, right? Mom and sisters. You want to make sure they got the love at some point during these broadcasts, so we've been able to do that for them as well.
Second free throw good. Rattlers cracked 16 points now.
All right, Medina Valley spreads that offense out.
Page working on Aguilar. Sizing him up, seeing where to go.
You got the big man up at the top. Watch for that release. They don't find it. They kick it out. Mismatch, but Braxton able to get it back.
It's Robles up top, guarded by Bundage. To the corner. There's Braxton Young, guarded closely by Bernal. Number 24, that's Kevin Strotter. Drive, baseline. Strotter the pass, deflected by Titan.
Once again, a Rattler gets that hand in there. Great job by the defense on this possession. The Panthers have had several attempts now to get it in there, and they just haven't been able to.
Cutting off every lane as Braxton Young hits that floater. The only lane they've had.
Yeah, patience by the Panthers there. They continue to stay with it. The Rattlers did a great job of just pushing it away and pushing it away. But the Panthers just held on until they found what they wanted.
And Jordan Bernal loses that one, gets tangled up with Roberts. And a timeout called with 4 minutes and 7 seconds remaining. Our score, 42 Medina Valley, 16 San Marcos Rattlers. When we come back, we will have 4 more minutes of action in this third quarter. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. We have Titan Creighton passing it in here for the Rattlers. Finds Bernal. Looking for that pass. Finds Aguilar. Foul called on the floor on the Panthers. It'll stay Rattler ball. Cameron Bundage sizing up Robles. Tries to step through, and it's going to be a foul on Braxton Young.
So the Rattlers are going to be in the bonus here probably a lot sooner into the quarter than we may have expected. I mean, Valley really having an issue here in the third, maintaining that control.
Yeah, only halfway through, but already had 4 fouls. One more, put him in the bonus as Roberts gets the steal, heading down. He gets the dunk.
Oh, but to his back.
Yeah, it takes a hard fall, but gets the style points as Jeremiah puts in the putback layup.
There's the answer. Both of those are worth 2 points. So one injures the back and one doesn't.
Rattlers kind of having a half-court press here now.
All right, great possession last time by the Rattlers on defense. Want to do that again, except kill that finish.
A 3, that one no good. Jeremiah, a tough rebound over Roberts.
Yeah, Jeremiah does a great job going up and getting that one, bringing it back down.
Punish to Bernal, has open space. Bernal's three is just off. Rebound Creighton. A behind the back pass to Bernal. That one doesn't go. Peter, another good rebound by the Rattlers.
Hey, lots of second chance opportunities for the Rattlers here.
Bundish doesn't get the foul called there. Robles in transition. That one's good.
Well, you saw Bundish there, kept that right arm extended as he tried to go to the lane rather than just going straight up with their same form. It's a tough call when you know you got two defenders there, but you got to go up the same way you would any other time. When you dangle that ball out, extending that arm and try to flip it up, your odds of making it go down, and you're probably not going to get the foul. Just go apart.
Yeah, you got to go up straight up through the defender instead of trying to stay away from the defender and not get the foul called, especially when you're as physical as Cam.
So 2:42 remain in the third. Again, big deficit for the Rattlers, but a chance now to see what they can do. And again, it's all about lessons learned. And I think as you look back at this tournament, and we'll talk about this as the rest of this game goes on, I think this has been, it's not about wins and losses, right? It's about success of the tournament. This has been a successful tournament for the Rattler basketball team. I think they've seen some places that they need to improve. I think they've seen some players step up that maybe weren't on some radars that are certainly on some radars now. And so I think that this is certainly a learning experience over these last 3 days that will benefit these Rattlers huge moving forward.
Absolutely.
If you want a chance to catch the Rattlers coming up soon, we'll be back here Tuesday against the Lehman Lobos at 7 o'clock. So make your way back to the Snake Pit and check out the Rattlers in action. As we mentioned, they head back to another tournament, the I-35 shootout next weekend. So it is a busy, busy time for Rattler basketball this time of year.
Yeah, a whole bunch of concentration of games in a small period of time. And if you're the Rattlers, you got to hold on to the energy you have left.
Yeah, go out and
play.
just make something happen in this final quarter in 2 minutes of a quarter. That's all that matters at this point. The first two don't matter. Go out and make one of these the very best you can moving forward here.
That's Havard, pass to Ernie. Good cutoff by Braxton Young. Havard working on Robles. A nice pass. Ernie, wide open three. That one rims out. Braxton Young taking it up for the Panthers.
Call on the floor there.
It'll stay Panthers ball. Into Page. Braxton Young finds the guy, extra pass. Robles does not shoot it.
Once again, Rattlers defend well. Force a reset by the Panthers.
A good recovery as that floater rims out, touched every bit of the rim but the net.
Great rebound there by Jeremiah Josiah and the kick out to let the Rattlers move the ball up quickly afterward.
And a good pass by Bernal set up Havard.
Panthers collapsed well at the end there, though.
Creating a good move to the basket, too strong. Braxton Young with it now.
So some good defense being played on both sides of the ball right now in this final minutes of the third quarter.
Braxton Young going to work on Havard. Havard strapping it up. Braxton blows by and blocked by Jeremiah. Those are the blocks that we were talking about.
Again, if you want to go to the paint against number 34, you better bring everything you got.
Yeah, you better know that if you're going up, it better be super high or else Jeremiah will get it. Antonio Page to pass the ball in now. Into Strotter. Strotter to Robles. Robles working on Bernal.
Final minute here.
A baseline drive, and he steps out of bounds. It'll be Rattlers ball.
Good break for the Rattlers here. Chance to finish out the quarter strong.
Into Bernal. Finds Havard. 40 seconds remaining. Havard lost it. And it's going to be a push by Robles. Rattlers retain possession, and they'll be in the bonus now.
All right, getting some free throws here to wrap up the third quarter.
Yeah, so they'll send number 0, Havard Johnson, the freshman guard, to the line. for 2 shots.
Avard, the 5'8" freshman guard, he's been having a good start to his season as well. I think this is another example of a player that's really gotten on some radars in this tournament. He's turned in 5 quality basketball games, letting that coaching staff know what he's able to do, what they can count on him to do. And I think that's a big piece of it, right? Coaches need to know, who can I count on? When we get to district play and we've got games on the line, who can I count on? And that's what these guys are lining up to show in this across all 3 days today.
Yeah, especially when you're a freshman, you want to just establish that trust with your coach as soon as you can. As Havard, no good on the second one. Score stays 18.
Passing back, looks like Medina Valley willing to take that final shot of the third quarter.
12 seconds. Dew and Robles combining in the backcourt.
6 to go, they'll be making a move.
They're trying to get this last shot.
And give and go didn't work, so they're not going to get the clean shot they wanted. They get that one, though.
Number 11, Javion Aguilan, the senior guard, with that final miss. And that'll do it on our third quarter. We'll have one more action-packed quarter of basketball as the Rattlers look to learn more about what they can do here.
Yeah, it'll be a good chance for them to go figure out exactly what to do in this fourth quarter. The fourth quarter will be its own thing as we come back from break.
Yes. Welcome back to the Rattler Up Network. And the Medina Valley Panthers will start with ball, start of this fourth quarter.
And, we talked about it as we ended the third. It really becomes now, this is about an 8-minute session of learning, right? We know that you've unfortunately got yourself into a deficit that will be hard to crawl out of. So for the next 8 minutes, play the best 8 minutes of basketball you can and give yourself something positive momentum-wise to come out as we wrap up this holiday classic.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're a coach here in these last 8 minutes, you might want to focus towards something you haven't been doing as well. Put your players in the situation to see how they can learn from those.
Yeah, exactly. Experience is the key. We've talked about it across all the games so far. And even in what we've talked about with you, Creek, this is game 12 for you of the 15 that you've actually broadcast.
Yes.
And you're doing so much better with each game you've done. The same thing holds true to Merritt Todd, our student producer. Each game, she's making those switches more crisp. Our technical producer or technical director, Liliana, she's making camera cuts better. Cameramen are getting better. So again, practice makes perfect, right? And that same thing happens on the court as well as off the court.
Yes, that practice makes perfect is certainly true with our team. That's Dew on the outside, working on Aguilar. That's number 23. And moving Javion Aguilar in there.
Unfortunately, some jersey swaps mid-tournament for the Panthers caused us to not be able to say some names. We apologize for parents watching at home.
A good drive, pass out. A good tip there.
Again, Rattler hand gets on it.
Yeah, Rattler hand just being all over the place. That floater's good. Down comes Elijah Valenzuela to Bundage now.
Do you see something he likes in the lane?
Yeah, he sees what he likes, just couldn't put it in. Roberts the rebound.
Roberts continues to dominate on both sides of the glass.
Some good defense there.
Yeah, Salmon
And he
forces
got it.
it. Gets the ball.
Yeah, take the layup. Oh, he
Oh, no.
smoked it.
Good save, though, by the Rattlers.
Tim Cooper goes in and gets fouled. That might be one of your examples of being too open.
Yeah, it does sometimes surprise you when you find it's not rare. It's not often that you get that open of a break. But kudos to the Rattlers for staying with it, not assuming anything, and as a result, getting to the line now, and Cooper making his first.
This shot to put the Rattlers score up to 20. Got it. That'll put the Rattlers at 20, down 28 with 5.5 remaining. That's Page bringing it up. Page missed that one, do the rebound.
Went coast to coast, but just couldn't finish.
Robles a three. That one's good.
Robles has been a hot hand for them as well. It's somebody 5'7" junior guard that has when he's gotten those looks, he's taken advantage of it more often than not.
As that ball is dropped by Tim Cooper, it'll be Panthers ball. But yeah, Robles has been a leader for that team all tournament long, proving that he can be the guy if they need a bucket. Andre guarding at the full court. Pass to Page. No shot, but a foul on Cam Bundage.
And they got him in the air early there and was able to draw that foul.
That's Kristravian Dew that drew it. Robles in the corner. He decides he wants that shot.
Salmon contested it well.
And there you say out of bounds. Off of the Panthers. Stay Rattlers ball. A nice pass to Elijah. An open Cam three ball. That one's off the mark.
Well, that one went up in the air for anybody to take. Fast break now, opportunity for the Panthers. And look at that Bundage right back there to stop it.
Elijah, another great pass. Or that was Tim Cooper with the pass that time. And Peter wide open under the basket.
Again, Cameron Bundage operating on both sides of the floor. He throws the shot up, it misses, but he's the one that makes the defensive stop on the other side. Great to see him moving so quickly.
They're going to call Cam with a block there, so that'll send Roberts to the line to shoot two. Raylor's doing a good job of cleaning up this court. First one, no good from Roberts. Roberts has had a great game of just being physical and being in the right place.
Yeah, some substitutions here for the Panthers. Again, opportunities for as many guys you can get on the court and get these all-important game time minutes before district play.
Roberts no good on either free throw. Down comes Andre. That one no good.
Quick to the basket. Great look there to get the ball up court. Couldn't finish. And again, that's kind of been the story of the game, right? It starts and finishes. Great starts, great possessions. The Rattlers have had, despite only scoring 22 points in this game so far, have had some great possessions. It's just been a matter of putting the nail in the coffin at the end of the possession that's been off. Tried to set the screen, released, took it top to bottom, and it's good.
And it's Antonio Page there with the bucket down low. Cam Bundage bringing up for the San Marcos Rattlers. Tim Cooper, good move, draws the foul. Couldn't get the shot, but that'll send Tim Cooper to the line to shoot two shots.
Tim Cooper, another name we've called quite a bit. He's got to be happy with his tournament performance. 5'10" senior guard. So he's had several opportunities here to really show what he can do.
And some more substitutions being made by both teams. Second free throw up and in.
All right, they'll reset. We'll play out the final 3.5 here of the game. Rattlers offering some pressure in the backcourt there.
Antonio Page now working on Havard. You're going to get Havard for a reach in there.
Baseline left open, unfortunately, there.
That's Braxton Young that went through and got it in a timeout. Will be called with 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Will we be able to finish this game out as Medina Valley leads 55 to San Marcos's 24? Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Welcome back to Rattler Up Network. Jordan Bernal leading the charge for the Rattlers. Rattlers try their own kind of elevator play. Tipped away by the Panthers. Controlled, handled by Page now.
Finds a lane.
A good block
Stopped.
there by Andre.
Andre Salmon, you've seen a lot of him this quarter. He did a great job on defense there. The lane was wide open, but he stopped it very quickly.
Junior Page down low.
And
Another
a block again.
block.
Fantastic defense.
And down to Jordan Bernal in transition. He gets the foul call. Couldn't get the basket in, but that'll send Jordan Bernal to the line to shoot 2 shots.
All right, so Jordan Bernal, first free throw up and good. Jordan looking to take his experience from the CTE kinesiology program that he's in at the high school here and take that to college. That's what he wants to major in, to become a trainer or a coach. So we'd love to see him continue to remain in the sports area here.
Yeah, continue to pursue that. Stay in the sports world. As Jordan Bernal with a nice move baseline. Couldn't get it in.
Offensive rebound or defensive rebound there by the Panthers allow them to reclaim 2:20 to go now.
Page handling it.
Once again, defense stifles him from getting any further down into the baseline.
Nice pass to Page. Extra pass. Trying to bleed some clock here. Antonio Page. Working on Titan Creighton. A tough layup is good.
You know, again, we talk Rattler defense right now with the 57-25 scores. That baseline jumper's good.
Here we go. That's Havard.
We talked the Rattlers defense giving up 57 to this point with a minute and a half to go. That's right on line and actually better than even a couple of other games in this tournament. And so despite what the score looks like, you look and say, hey, the Rattler defense did a good job. 57 against a really high-powered offense we've seen in the Medina Panthers is actually something to be quite respected. Of course, it's the 27. That's the issue, right? And that's just there's been offensive troubles throughout that have not allowed the Rattlers to get on a run. But when you look for that kind of sign of hope, so to speak, it's that defense that's done a good job, really, truly start to finish against these Panthers.
This is a reach around call there on Ernie. Ernie without a three today, but he's really had the hot hand recently, especially on those deeper threes that he loves to attempt.
Yeah, a couple of factors that factored in. Several hands just weren't hot today, and that's just bound to happen in the game of basketball. And unfortunately, when they collaborate at the same time to have that happen, you have those issues.
Yeah, just an off day from the Rattlers. The minute 10 remaining, that second free throw is good.
Moving the ball around, finding an opening down baseline floater. Good.
There's my jinx.
There it is.
Jinx.
It happens. They made it happen.
Ernie with a good basket there. And a nice steal by Havard.
And you got to love seeing that. In the last minute of a tough game, the Rattlers still bringing the energy, still bringing the fight. That's something that's going to be huge moving forward as the season develops for this team.
Yeah, these young guys, a great lesson to learn. Always stay going, play to the final whistle. And another almost
nearly a turnover.
Yeah.
But they're disrupting. Again, the Rattler defense is disrupting, and I think that's the thing that they can be most proud of. It's hard after a game like this to be happy about most anything, right? Mm-hmm. You know the players are going to be upset at how this game played out, but I think that they've got to go back and watch the film, and they've got to go back and see, hey, some really good things happen on one half of the court at least.
And with the final horn sounding, our final score, Medina Valley 59, San Marcos 31. When we get back from break, me and Odin will be here to talk and recap this tournament.
We'll try to get some interviews if we can, but stay with us as we'll be back from the break.
Yeah, when we get back from break, stay with us, and we'll keep it here on the Rattler Up Network. Hey, Coach, it's great to have you on here. And following a tough loss like that, what's something that you and your team can learn from that kind of game?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's a long season, and in a season, you're going to have a game or two that just nothing goes your way. And from the very start, we didn't pass well, we didn't shoot well, we didn't defend well, and good teams find a way to be competitive in the game, and we didn't do that tonight. But we can't make excuses, so it's one of those where you either watch a tape or you burn the tape, okay? And first we're going to watch it and then burn it, and then after that we're going to make some adjustments. So, I told the guys it's up and down sometimes, and when we're down, we're going to get ourselves back up, and that's what we're going to do.
And another thing, that close game last night, what's something that you can talk to your players about finishing that game better in those clutch situations?
Yeah, we came off 2 wins in the tournament, and, we were going for our 3rd one last night, and Hutto's very talented team, and I thought we played a very good game last night. And, probably we maybe should have won, and we don't want to make excuses about that call when they called a foul right there. But what I was very impressed with the guys is just the way they played for the 32 minutes last night. Now, we came back today, tournament basketball, and we were flat. So we have to learn how to come off a good game and stack the next one together. We've been too up and down this season.
And in a 5-game tournament, what's just the best thing you saw from your team from this whole tournament?
Honestly, I thought our 2 wins, were against good teams with winning records, Brazos Wood, Calhoun, and then the fight we had against Hutto was very impressive. And the main thing that we took from the tournament is not only the guys were up and down, some good play, but the main thing I took from the tournament was just the whole organization, our program, the parents, what Coach Wack did, what CJ did, what you all did, put on a broadcast.
Yeah.
It really represented San Marcos SMC ISD with a positive light, and that makes me real happy as the head coach of this program. So great job to you guys promoting the program also.
Yes, sir, and thank you for being with us and doing this interview with us.
Of course.
And I'm Creek Ennis. Keep it here on the Rattler Up Network.